Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a little bit of a different video for my channel, so I do want to apologize for that. It's not going to be very flashy, it's not going to have any kind of crazy editing. I really want this video to be kind of just as much of like my own thoughts as I possibly can. Genuinely, I've been trying to film a video like this for a really long time, and it's really hard. I feel like you guys know this about my channel and you guys know this about me, but my channel is my outlet. Like, thankfully, obviously, because of all of you, it is my job and I do obviously earn a living from it, but it's my outlet. It's my creative outlet to be a really positive person, to be a really happy person, to be a positive space for me to talk about things that I really enjoy. And you guys know I've been on this channel for 4 years now, so I've really used this channel as not only a space for me to just like express myself, but also just to talk about what I enjoy, to make new friends, and I just really enjoyed the space that I've created, obviously throughout the past 4 years. And this is not a video of me saying I'm quitting YouTube, just to let you guys know. But yeah, I haven't really talked about like deeper things or just talked about more of like my personal life or like my mental health or anything like that, but I feel like it's kind of getting to the point where I kind of just need to update you all on a few things. I know that you guys have all been looking on my life the past year of me living in South Korea, living abroad, and you know, being like, wow, like Ariel really lives this glamorous life, you know, she gets to buy as many albums as she wants, she gets to do whatever she wants, you know, she lives in South Korea, she's supporting herself. And like, wow, I do really love that, you know, a lot of you guys are looking at my journey and like obviously wanting to take that step for yourselves in the future. Like, I really love that for everyone. I do just kind of want to let you guys all know that it's not that glamorous, to be honest, and I have struggled honestly the most this past year than I feel like I've struggled in a very long time. I obviously have my own journey with mental health and all of that stuff for various different reasons that I'm not going to go into, but this year has put me through the absolute ringer with myself and, you know, self-growth. And it's not to say that it's because like this is my first time ever being away from home. You guys know I moved away from home at 17. I also lived in South Korea by myself for 4 months already, so it's nothing like that, but this is kind of a different ball game in which I'm really throwing myself into, you know, adulthood where, you know, I'm supporting myself and I'm going to university and I'm trying to decide my future and I'm trying to make a name for myself, all while living in this foreign country and learning their language and learning about their culture. It's been really hard. And again, I'm not trying to make this video in any way, shape, or form to complain, because I am so privileged and grateful to be here and to be experiencing all of this and to have this life. Like, I fully get that. I 100% acknowledge the privilege I have to be sitting here today making this video, but I do just want to let you guys know that like it's not always great, it's not always perfect, and there are definitely things about my life that are not glamorous at all. Actually, most of my life is not glamorous, to be honest with all of you. I feel like you guys know this about me, but I work pretty damn hard to obviously earn a living in order to afford the lifestyle that I've created for myself, but it's not been easy. And I feel like a lot of you guys think that, again, that I can just really like spend whatever I want on K-pop and buy whatever I want, and it's like, it's because I've set myself up to where I choose K-pop over other things. I set myself up to where I have my budget for K-pop and I don't really do anything else besides that. Like, obviously, like food and living expenses and like phone bill, like that is a different thing, but like outside of K-pop I don't really do much else, if that makes sense. And that is just my own personal preference. You guys know that completely. It's my choice, my money, you guys get that. But I feel like I'm kind of getting a little bit older, and I feel like this year especially I've really realized what I want in life and what I want from life, and I've kind of realized like what I've been missing, obviously because of the pandemic, and that is friendships. That is real connections with real people. Not to say that you guys aren't real people, but like you guys know I lived at home for a year due to the pandemic, and I was literally just at home, me and my mom and my grandma occasionally, and I didn't have any friends when I was at home. I didn't interact with people my age face to face ever. I literally only talked to my mom and my grandma, and like now that I'm in Korea and I've really established myself like and have like my community of friends and my community of people that like support me and like that are just like there for me, I kind of realized that I really want to be doing, you know, like young adult things. Like, I want to go out to the arcade at 8 p.m. I want to go to karaoke. I want to go on trips. I want to travel. I want to do all these things. And I feel like because obviously of my terrible spending habits, I really have been like limiting myself to what I can and can't do in Korea. And obviously you guys know, like, especially in Korea, it's starting to really open up now, and they're starting to do more concerts, they're starting to do more events, and it's like I need to be saving money for those things because I don't make a lot of money, to be completely honest. We're really floating by as best as we can, besties, and I'm working my ass off in order to support myself. But yeah, and then obviously the really big discussion of what is Ariel doing with her life, which I cannot answer that, but it's right now up in the air of me starting my applications for university, if I'm going to continue to stay in Korea or I'm going home at the end of the summer. So I feel like there's just a lot of unknowns right now for me, but I guess like the overarching like meaning of this video is that like I've been really pushing myself obviously the past couple years to have consistent content, to be, you know, consistent with you guys, to be posting all the time, and I've been really pushing myself for that. I'm cutting myself back a little bit, you know. This is a once in a life chance opportunity to be living in this country and to be, you know, experiencing this things in this country, and I am not gonna kill myself to edit every day anymore. I won't do it. Again, I know how much you guys support me and I know how much you guys love me, so like I know you guys probably don't really care that I'm saying this, but I'm just gonna say it out loud. And another thing is that I really need to like value my mental health as well. I am not in the best place mentally right now. Ever since I went home in December, I kind of realized, and my brain kind of broke at the fact that I can't have everything that I want, you know. I can't be in two places at once. I can't be living with my family but also be living such a cool life here with all of these amazing people that I've met. And ever since December, I've just been really cruising by, but in the back of my mind, I've been just struggling. I've been struggling because I don't know what I want. I want to be at home with my family. I do. I miss them. But I also love the life that I've created in this country, and the life that I continue to want to create here is just, it's so hard. And I feel like for anybody out there that has moved away from home or has moved to a foreign country, like I feel you. Like these feelings are so valid. Like genuinely, I don't want to leave Korea. I don't. I really love my life here, but I miss home. I do. I miss home. I miss, you know, the stability of being at home. Being here by myself has, like I said, pushed me through things that I never thought I'd have to go through. You know, I struggle so much. I am alone, you guys. Like I have created such an amazing community of friends and of people who will support me, but I am alone. There is nobody here that I've known for longer than a year, which like I guess now it's been a long time, but like obviously I've had to grow into like know these people, you know what I mean? So it's just, it's really scary sometimes, and it's really hard sometimes because obviously these are amazing people and I would not trade them out for the entire world, but there's nobody that compares to my family, you know what I mean? And it's like, of course you can call your family, you can talk to your family, but like literally having them in person is obviously not possible right now. So sorry, my thoughts are kind of all over the place. I've been thinking about filming this video for a really long time and I just don't really know how to film it, to be honest, but I wanted to just like kind of talk about just like living alone and living alone in a foreign country and moving to Korea, and how again it is not perfect all the time. Like I struggle all the time with being here and with making my decisions and with, you know, supporting myself and all of these things that you have to think about when you're in a foreign country. And I'm trying my best, you guys. I'm trying my best to live my life how I want to live my life, but also to make the best decision for myself, but also all of the things above basically. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about. I guess the next segue into that is going to be telling you guys that I really truthfully need to start making decisions about my personal K-pop collections, which I know is so hard to talk about. We all don't like to talk about downsizing. I personally have no issues with downsizing. I think that if you need to downsize, you go for it, bestie. Like I really don't care what anybody else does, and you really shouldn't care what anybody else does with their collections. But I just need to think moving forward, like really truthfully how I'm going to be spending my money, because like I said, I really want to be able to live these next couple months to the fullest if I am going to be returning home in September, or if I am going to be applying to university. I need to kind of get into a better routine, a better mindset of you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on albums a month, bestie. And I think it's obviously really hard, like right now, right? Like March, was it March? Yeah, March was a really hard month for me because there were so many old comebacks in March, and like so many groups I collect like a lot of members for, whereas like obviously right now in April, like nobody's really made a comeback that I've bought, so like it doesn't really matter. But like those months that are hard, and like obviously I just saw Treasure, I bought tickets to Stray Kids, like there's so many concerts happening that I really want to go to. Like, there's so many concerts I've had to turn down because I buy too many albums, and I'm like, Ariel, if you put off buying an album for a month, nobody's gonna yell at you and you can go to a concert. So I guess I'm just trying to like rethink my decisions on like my album collecting, and I also think I am gonna be starting to downsize photo card collecting as well, because I just cannot keep up with it here. It's so much easier for me to keep up with collecting photo cards when I'm in America and I can trade. I personally just hate buying photo cards. I know that everybody has their own personal preference when it comes to collecting, but genuinely, if I'm buying an album and it comes with enough cards to collect the member I want to collect, and then I have to go out of my way to spend like $10 extra on a photo card, it just like pains me. Now, it's not to say like obviously like pre-order benefit collecting, but I only honestly collect one person's pre-order benefits right now, and that's Subin. But like I don't really push myself to collect Subin's cards either, because I'm taking his collection way slow, because I just want to enjoy collecting that man. I think that in the past I've obviously pushed myself a lot harder to collect photo cards and things to have those videos for you guys, but I just think that it's just gonna be a little bit shorter. Obviously I'll still do album unboxings because I love unboxing albums and I love purchasing albums. I think I need to take it a little bit easier on myself and on my wallet, and start to, you know, be a little bit more of an adult and, you know, have a better routine, have better savings, have everything better. Obviously there's still gonna be crazy unboxings where I buy like 20 albums in a day because, you know, we're going through it mentally, but like any chance to get serotonin besties I needed. But what I'm trying to say is that like I definitely think there will be a little bit of a shift in me and a shift in my channel in terms of just like, I guess, the amount of, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to be more conscious of what I spend, so that may reflect on my channel, it may not. I don't know. To be completely honest, I could literally buy 10 albums tomorrow, and I am going to the NCT Dream pop-up store tomorrow, so we'll see. Long story short is I just wanted to tell you guys that like I promise not everything is great about living in Korea. I would love to do a whole Q&A about living in Korea, but when I sat down and did one, I just never felt like I could get my thoughts out in the way that I wanted to, because obviously there are things living in this country that frustrate me, but it's also not my culture, you know what I mean? Like, I just grew up in America. I grew up from the point of view of an American. I'm also a woman. So like I feel like all my opinions and all of my like mindset is very just like fixed on what I know. So it's really hard for me to touch upon, like, everyone always asks me like, what's the biggest cultural difference you face, or blah blah blah, and I just truthfully don't know how to put it into words, because you guys know the internet is a lovely place where people love to nitpick you and tell you everything that you're doing wrong with your life, and just tell you everything that you've said, that they twist your words, and you know what I mean? So I guess one day I would really love to film that kind of a video for you guys, but I'm just not sure exactly how to eloquently put those feelings I have into words. My life is not that glamorous. I go through hard times. I'm literally going through it right now, if you guys could not tell, but I'm trying my best. I am, you know, in level 5 out of 6 of language school. I am so incredibly proud of myself for how far I've come. Obviously, you guys know I moved to Korea thinking I'd be there for 3 months, and now it's been over a year, so that's kind of insane. And I've worked so hard to learn Korean. Obviously, I'm nowhere near fluent. I'm nowhere near perfect. I make mistakes on the daily. I still can't even really form sentences in the best way possible, and yet you give me a debate on K-pop and I become fluent. But I'm working hard, I'm trying my best, and I think that's all we can do today. So kind of a little update I wanted to give you guys. I am going to be downsizing my collection, not like downsizing in the sense that I'm going to be selling anything or like giving anything away or anything like that. I'm just downsizing in the fact that I'm going to stop some things, and I'm going to stop some album buying and stuff like that. I've already kind of decided like who I'm gonna stop collecting for. I don't really know when I'm going to announce it, because again, I don't really plan right now or in 6 months like selling anything, because to be completely honest, like me stopping doesn't mean like in 6 months I won't just like pick up the collection again. It's more just like I'm just not gonna think about even trying to collect the cards, because like I said, I just don't like buying photo cards. I feel like it's so much easier when you have a more consistent income and you have a place where you can consistently trade, and you have all of these things that I just don't have right now. As you guys know, YouTube is a very inconsistent platform. Like, wow, it really puts you through the ringer sometimes, and so I can't really say, you know, my income's gonna be the same this month as it is next month, because of obviously view counts and all that shit that people don't talk about. So yeah, I'm going to be taking my time on a lot of collections. I have, like I said, I have plans of like who I'm going to stop for right now, but again, that could change in the future, and I really don't think I'll stop buying albums for any groups right now, but I might just like put it off. Like, I won't buy it right away. Like, I'll buy it, you know, a month or the next month, depending on like how many comebacks are happening. Like, I know I still haven't even bought Red Velvet's like album, but I just can't even think about it right now. Like, genuinely thinking about it is gonna make me like explode. So yeah, I kind of guess that's the little update. I just wanted to be completely real with you guys. Like I said, my channel is my space to be happy. My channel is my space to be, you know, the Ariel that you guys know. The bubbly, happy, crazy, crying, screaming, fangirl Ariel. And, you know, I am that person. 40%, I would say a good 40% of the time that is me. But, you know, the other 60% is this sad Ariel sitting in her bed at 6 p.m. trying to figure out my life and make all these decisions. I'm not always happy, to be completely honest. Not that it's fake. It's still me, but it's just like, yeah. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. It's not always great living abroad by yourself. I don't want anyone to think that this is the adult lifestyle, that this is the glamorous life, that everyone's gonna have everything figured out, be in Korea, be able to buy whatever they want. No, it's not. Nothing about my life is glamorous. I promise you guys that. I promise you I work my ass off and I still don't see results. To be completely honest with you guys, I really thought YouTube would be doing a lot better than it is right now. The growth of my channel scares me a little bit because I haven't grown, and even though I'm still working hard, obviously I'm not really seeing any kind of results, which is kind of scary again. But obviously I'm grateful for every comment, I'm grateful for every view, so not much you can do. We're just, again, trying our best, besties. I love you guys a lot. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have given me, and I really do appreciate that you guys are helping me be here, and obviously I love what I do, to be honest. Even though it is a lot of work, I love what I do, but yeah. I guess that's kind of what I want to talk about. Not always perfect all the time, guys. My life is not perfect, and I feel like there's too many people telling me my life is perfect, and it's stressing me out. Because I have to start making some really big life decisions soon that I do not want to have to make right now, so just give me a thumbs up and wish me good luck. I truly do love you guys. I love all the support you guys give me, but I just wanted to be honest with y'all about my headspace and what I'm thinking about, and yeah, I need to downsize. I need to downsize because my room's getting a little ridiculous, and I'm thinking of downsizing some things that are gonna really frustrate me, but again, that's a discussion for another day. So I love you guys. I obviously love K-pop. I love what I do. I'm not going anywhere on this channel. I just might be moving back. I don't want to though. I don't think I'll move back. Bye everyone.